Muema na yiri saa mwonza ni sasi ya kunengelele Vilingi wa Mauvoo muthenyani wa umundi tu muthenyani wa kelo wa matuku miongo na imumweni wa katatu mwaka na wankilili miongo na thanthatu karibu na tuambise na Mauvoo mau titi mutongoi wa chama cha 1Pm Patriotic Front Dr. Stephen Kalonzo wa Musyoka na mutongoi wa chama cha DCP Rigathi Gachagua pomona tongoi angengalikoni ya uleni muumani ya kombo mautandithia kwa tandithia magikomba musino welo ibala Kalonzo athingilela nonginya ala maomboewe maiwe ulei yani ni aku ya wote county na makweni bala Gachagua wasia kana ila mekoni ya malebe musumbe Dr. William Ruto kusumbe kamwaka ni wangili limeongole na ile ne mathi ya NND kana maikombo ya mabiasala mao tuko kana matambete kuthamewa bandu bangi na kutula kwa wewe na u ni kimwe kati wa siendo ila sia atumie Gachagua ambia kwemanwa na musumbe Ruto.
We are very disturbed by what is coming out of our capital city. The demolitions at 4 o'clock at Kikomba Market are inhuman, they are disheartening, and we condemn them unreservedly. Why on earth would you want to disturb people at 4 o'clock in the morning if you are doing anything lawful? And yet we remember it was at that same Kikomba where William Ruto the other day went and said he was putting there a market. So this inhuman treatment of Kenyans by an uncaring administration of Kenya Kwanza needs unreservedly to be condemned. We stand with the people who are affected. We will insist on compensation and whatever. I remember, in fact, when we last visited Gikomba, Wakili Njiru had obtained a court order stopping them from carrying out those demolitions.
When we were campaigning with William Ruto, I was running it. We made a firm undertaking to the people of Kenya that in the new administration, demolitions and evictions will never happen. And if they have to happen, the people being evicted must first be relocated to their new places of occupation. We also did agree that no demolition and eviction will ever be done at night. I started differing with William Ruto, our second year in office, when he went against what we had agreed and started a systematic program of evicting people from their land and from where they have lived for life. What happened last night is inhuman, it's brutal, it's unacceptable, it is persecution of small traders. And we ask him, William Ruto, we know, we understand your frustration that Kenyans want to send you home to be a one-term president. But why are you at war with the Kenyans? You are at war with the Kenyans. Why do you release policemen and other people with such vicious brutality in the middle of the night to persecute the people of Kenya? The purported arrest of Sakaja was diversionary. It was a red herring. It was meant to divert attention as cruel and inhuman actions were being planned by William Ruto and the police. I want to ask the traders to take heart and to appreciate that difficult as things are, our day is coming. And we have a date with William Ruto next year on the 10th of August. And we must put an end to these inhuman and brutal acts against innocent Kenyans.
Museze tusonga nambe munini kana tutambiro songa nambe onge wesu ni nenda kwamba kutabia kana Dr. Stephen Kalonzo wa Musyoka mutongo wa chama cha 1Pm ni wasia kana ne mamba kuongamya ndamboka yake tui na ndamboka ya masako nondu wa uombo yusu watu iwe ku yangaliko ya Kikomba museni wa ilobi ko uleinde wa itamboka masako na kitui ondo ye bangite ende tusongo nambe nangewe connect yesu munini wa ndongo ya laingi bungeni ya county ya Masako MCA Jackson Dakani wenda mbaye ya mukamba kwenda ya kuyumilia na kunena na wasia omweko kwa tamba wa tongo ingalikoni ya ulei ala kwa muthenya wa keli matho kwa ukambani ni mutongoi wa chama cha Wiper Patriotic Front Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka ndaka ingine wata muika ba ukamba kwa kutumekania ateti kwa nanga kielelo cha ngwatanio ya ulei na kutoa isemeko mate misingi ni meseo.
Sumbi witula twetelete the 6th Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka aketha kangundo wakatano ambia sana nya na mwika twanena nyamo tikenda twiyumile kwa wingi tuketele mutongo witu wa chama cha Wiper tikenda tumuthoche na twimwikithia kana nitukwete ground nesa kila ndo kukulia ambaye amukamba na amwika iyo no ndembe ye maofisini ona nimande kwiyumilia muno kwa sakura thini yo binda yitu isio obendwa ni otongo thini yo binda yitu isio ya ala corrupt ta Dr. William Samoei Ruto kumenucha alame utugenga besha itebo kumenucha nikuli ando maitu onthe mume kwa wingi wakatano mundu wa matungulu ambataka ngundo mundu akangundo umainyonde dikenda timandhisia Kalonzo majeshi wizethia kuma muyumbe kuma president twamunenga twanenga senator na twanenga governor na twanenga MCA kila mundu wonthe na MP twamunenga andu make chama cha Wiper dikenda ethe ena bina utro noi kuungamana gwe ba mbungeni ugezethia ongelelo au mealangi na akina kashako na alangi ni utrona kusobia serikali kwa hiyo kamba maitu yetie binda yitu tiamuke na tuisisia mbe na tuikata andu mawote undu moniemeka mumio onthe kwa wingi metela mwana witu Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka na nundu tue eukite kugenji wakana ena andu umaindi onthe tuketele Kalonzo nikenda ala wandamanite amo mamane musi ena enough support na nakulia kila bandu bonthe kitwi undi nundu nizinu kwethanga loko cia kitwi mandu ma kitwi mumenyo nthe andu ma masaku muyuma nyonthe ndio ni mwala na masaku nyonthe muyuma nyonthe nikenda twetele mwana witu Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Thank you very much. Kila kingi ninguthuthiya andu maitu ma mwika ona wanengwa mbesa wewa yuta obisi wa kangundo be obisi musyo wa Wiper wewa ukaba ke obisi usulangi wa UDA don't dare oza mbesa noija nundu mundu usu ukunenga mbesa isu either yenda kubena kana ku corrupt wize either ndo nakupendwa serikali na nini yakulyo moinyu andu mamwika ninyu moyo andu ingi muno ni serikali ya uda yu twikie ni sobia ata yambi yo munenga mbesa mukanange maofisi mandu ala menda kupindwania utongo ndike namba mumandie myana ya mawia na maimukulilia ala menu mo waiwe nimo mande kwikanesa kwa umundu witu wa mwika yote wote wa mbesa ja lakini kila uwa kithuku wike ndukatete.
Ene musesia maboasu metunenga mwanya twambo semba uthio muone mukuwe na ni tusiokete na mavombi yange.
Chando Bright School ni sukulu wina utaalamu wake somo cha matukuwa cha CBC na CBE kuma pre-unit, primary na junior school. Chando Bright School ni ya mivayonde yani ni ya ivese na A2 na mwana no asome aikoma sukulu kana akasoma ayenuka. Sukulu wa Chando Bright School wivandovela isikubikika nundu wileloni wa kuma kadhiani kwelekela kangundo kilomita taili na nusu kuma sokoni wa kadhiani kuma mwaka wangilile 14. Sukulu wa Chando Bright School ni uandikithĩtie mausungio maseo vyundheni wa mitiani ya KCPE ona ndheni wa mitiani ya KJSEA ile na twaiwe 2025 mbewa siana miongo ena inakwatie maxi miongo mwanza yulo wa miongo mwanza na ile vala inekwatie miana ndheni wa masukulu maseo ma senior schools. ICT lab situ sina tablets yani kila kana. Science lab situ ni siya kiumundhe tena swimming pool na tena munda wa kusomethia siana utaalamu wa nema ya matukuwa. Mwiana wa mwana nimbe wa kisomo cha mabuku na nicho twinaiwanza nzeo na alimu mena utuika wa kubundisya siana maundu ma mathao kuela inengo na kubundisya siana mwikalo musio wa maisha nikana ayuma sukulu ethe mundu wa kutethia kisio na nthionthe nena na Chando Bright School kwisela nambani ino ya simu 0705234763. Chando Bright School, Oasis of Excellence.
Na no kwithia wisilite mathinani mekivithukanio ta kuthinwa ni maimu woi mathabao maki musi kana ukethiwa wiona makwani mauwau makwatie kwithiwa uimenwa ni andu mana kana kwithiwa wia waku wina mathina yu Pastor Daniel John wa kanisa wa Word of God Chapel ula wikisioni cha 240 atoloni musini wa Masaku ena usungio wa mathina a monde. Pastor Daniel John ni withiawa na mauthaithi kivathukanio chumwani ala wa karatu withiawa na uthaithi wa imwe kwa imwe wa kana akethiwa na uthaithi wa uvosio na uthasio wa chumwa kukethiwa na uthaithi wa kiokoni na kwambia saa nyanya ayithiwa na uthaithi wa uvosio na uthasio oingi kwatiania nake Pastor Daniel John kila wakana kwambia saa umwe na nusu kuvika saa ile cia wiyo va Mutongoi TV kwa uvombe ange nenania na Pastor Daniel John kwisila nambani ya simu noti mwonza imwenyanya ile inya noti 59 kana umwandike utumani mukuvi kwisila nambani ya WhatsApp ilani noti mwonza 34 mwonza inya 59 noti 9. Pastor Daniel John ena usungio wa mathina maku.
Mukamba ni wesi uimane uthui na kwa uondo ilite kubatithia na uima waku wa mwi. Rafiki Herbal Clinic ungua Herbal Dr. Mwithia nicho kliniki cha ndawa cia miti kila kitongoetie kwa witi mwithianu na wandawa siki ukunikili wa ki-science nituita mauki bathukanio ta typhoid, ndetema, amoeba, bio, ulcers, arthritis, kulea kusia, kwambatoni ndakame, kukosa bina wa kiume, mauma kikonde, asthma, mauma metambo, fibroids, sukali na mauangi. Komana na Herbal Dr. Mwithia kila chumwa bauikala wakwambililia matuku 3 mwaka 3 Makendo Skygo Shops kung'ethanisia na Mumbune Driving School kuthengeania na Total Petrol Station wakele matuku 3 na imotu Mombasa Changa Mungomo Plaza katikati wa Cooperative Bank na KCB Bank oingi wakele usu matuku 3 na imotu ikathonzweni Ngomeni Hotel duka namba 3 kung'ethanisia na Posta wakatatu tuku mumu wakana tuimatiliku chambeo in kwa kingote matanisioni machangwa si na kili wakana matuku ele tuikebwezi kuthengea na Tumani Clinic kwa Chula Sivitali oingi tuwe mali bus park ndukona memengo dhandashuna kenda etina wanaekana booking office wakatana watuku watatu wote katika tawatazama Agrovet na Cecil Butchery Marikitu Likiloni Wamboka na wadhandatu matuku wanatuika Mbuti na Wakanzi Supermarket kung'ethanisia na Blessed Kanani Hotel kwa maobombe ange tuthoke mobisi na maitu alama bingu wetu kila muthenya Dar es Salaam, Ilobi, Mombasa, Masako wote Kitui, Kibwezi na Emali kana utukunia simu kwesela noti mwonza ile imwe noti kenda noti kana noti mwonza na ina ile 55 kana ututumia SMS kana WhatsApp kwesela noti mwonza imwe noti kenda noti nyanya. Rafiki Herbal Clinic, we treat, God heals. Musaisiani twasiokethia ukulyo ni umwe kwi silikali kuthukumithia imwe ya miao ya kukitana kawaki mibai kana GBV tanzia kwikithia siko cia kau one ciaoleka ukulyo umwe ni amwe ma ene yanda kibathukanio alame yumetie kumabunde cia enenthi undu wa kuthinikia siko ikabinani kala matwa cia umbano wa nthi ila cinthini wa mwavuli wa the Great Lake Region ani makule silikali kwikithia kana maovisa mavo lisi ni moosa matambia mametuki ila makune walivoti cia siko cia kau wa kimibai.
But you understand, especially in the social space, that is, I'm looking at the women aspirants. We also have the WPS hotspots in Kenya.
It's also important to remember that the femicide report is out, so it is really, and the government is working on its implementation. As we do implementation, one of the areas to focus on is police response and strengthening police response, how police receive the cases, strengthening our gender desk, strengthening polycare, and one of the calls really would be to be able to have more polycare centers across the country and strengthen the gender desk so that police are able to respond in a timely manner. From a women, peace and security perspective, some of the pillars we are dealing with is prevention and asking the question, why is violence happening? One person killed, one person maimed is one too many, so prevention must be at the center of it, because to prevent really is better than to cure.
The International Conference on the Great Lakes Region has a declaration called the Kampala Declaration on Sexual Gender-Based Violence of 2011. And one of the resolutions or commitments made by member states, including Kenya, is establishment or scaling up of one-stop centers, recovery centers. And I'm glad to note that Kenya now has the polycare centers, and this is in response to that particular commitment which was made by the different member states, 12 member states of the Great Lakes region. So in this recovery center should be friendly to both men and women.
Has to be manifested physically. However, mental health is also very psychological. You might not see it physically on a person. It's very mental. And part of what is driving that is technology-facilitated gender-based violence, which is part of the reason why this training is very needed when it comes to peace building. And part of technology-facilitated gender-based violence, it also works as an early warning mechanism, as a sign that a conflict is about to escalate, and it therefore gives us a chance to de-escalate issues.
Minukilia mutongo ikiwanzani timu wa karate wa Moli Children's Family kuendalani ya tani umwe kati wa timu ila siandikithisia mausungi wa maseo mathaone ma karate ma Kenya Opens vala timu ukwatie mitile 13 sibu ile sia thabu. President wa ngwatanio ya karate wa Kenya Engineer Richard Binga sekelelo cha mathau maki kumanda timu ila yokwa iwakilisha Kenya ndeni wa mathau ma championships ya karate la mionto iwa ba Kenya mwini wa gatano na kuvikwa nende 13.
Hivyo tun mathau ma karate alame Kenya Open me mathau manene muno ma kukosa kana kusakwa Kenya team ile kitha I present siana not siana kana lito ndeni wa Africa Championship ila sukite ko ya Cairo kana Egypt na Moli Children's Family ni ungamitwe ni Dadimuli kana founder kana professor Dadimuli yo una support siana 20 lasi ukie baba kuma hiyo na ndeni osena isu maitu nimokie namba ile deni wa kata ila maendie komana finals mena Kenya Police na kwa wethi wasia na hizi maitu atatu nimeenda asakwe ndeni wa Kenya team baada ya mosa namba 3 na mkwatie silver medal na same time imwana situ niko manie na NSSF ama sio kama komana na Maji House lama ukie namba 3 makwata bronze medal again menda selected to represent country kwa kuya nini Cairo kana Egypt. Then same time ntidio na mwitu mwitu ulaya na miaka 18 etawateresia muya komana na Kenya Police finals na akwata gold medal. Na view of the same time komana mwitu kuma Moli Children's Family ita Flores Adanchi lo kwatie silver medal makomana na komania na team kuma kuya Strathmore University na at the same time etuesueli ulani Adanchi na Florence Adanchi na Teresia Muya tiari ni asakwendini wa Kenya team na umundi mudana wa mwiso tele na imwana ile ila siende yena siondesia kwata bronze medal dini wa category under 60 kgs novices.
We've organized the Kenya Open Championship. The objective of this championship is to select athletes or karatekas to represent the national team in various categories, both ladies and men, both in Kumbite and Kata. So we are here to select a team that will represent the country in the upcoming Region East Championship, which is for the East Africa region, which has 13 countries, and Kenya will be the host, and it will take place from the 28th to 31st of May. The best athletes in this championship will represent the country in that championship for East Africa. Then we will also be participating in the UFAC Africa Championship to be held in Algeria in September. Then later on, early next year in Cairo, where we'll do the World Championship.
Mwene muzezi hapa uni tuwapika muthi wa Vilingi wa Mauvoo mwendoni wa Samuonza nyenita wa Steven Muema ni mubiano ndo wa kusia isi na mubiano ndo alama atethezia kumbani na kuwata Vilingi wa Mauvoo tuithia na ingi kundani kwa mwie.